Yes. Hello and welcome to today's Wix Corp webinar, where we'll be discussing the price transparency rule and our price estimator tool. My name is Jeff Wixom and our chief executive officer. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for taking your time to join us today. In just a minute, I'm going to give the time over to Eric, our CEO. And just to give you some context, he'll be showing you our price estimator tool, which is a standalone piece of our broader RED patient financial experience platform. As we're going through this, if you have any questions or if you'd like to learn more, feel free to head on over to wixcorp.com or send us an email to information@wixcorp.com. With that, I'll hand things over to Eric.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jeff. So just as an introduction to the price transparency rule that kicks off January 1st, 2021, it's got two key elements that CMS has put in there that we want to bring attention to. The first is that the rule requires that you post a file of all of your standard charges, and there's specific components that are necessary to be in there, and it needs to be in a machine-readable file format. The second salient point within that rule is that you need to either list 300 shoppable services, 70 of which are dictated by CMS, and then 230 at your discretion. Or in lieu of listing those 300 services, you can provide a full patient internet-based price estimation tool. As we are a patient engagement and experience company, as Jeff said, as we tackled this for our client partners, we decided to take the path of the estimator tool, as we feel that provides a much better patient experience. And it's important to note that CMS did put some non-compliance requirements and penalties around this. So there is a $300 a day non-compliance fee. So that's $109,000 a year. From the industry perspective, there's been enough institutions within the industry that have broadcasted that they intend to just pay the fee. That CMS is already looking at adding additional penalties to that in the coming years. So I have a feeling this is going to become more and more important as we go. So with that, really just want to jump right into the demo of our estimator tool and give you a little bit of information about it. So here's a test version of our tool for you to walk through here. Everything you see on the site would be customizable to your institution. So your logo, your color schemes, all of that fun stuff. You would link from your website with a button somewhere on your homepage that would lead here. When a patient comes here, we want to make sure it looks and feels like the rest of your online environment. Once they get here, to meet compliance, we do have to list that machine-readable file. So for each facility that you have, we would list that machine-readable file for you. But really, we don't want patients playing with that as much, right? It's not as engaging as to get an Excel spreadsheet with thousands of rows in it. We really want them to be able to run through the estimator tool. And so we would list the different facilities or locations that you wanted to show, and the patient can select one of those, and then immediately we can kind of break them into two key groups: those who are looking for just a straight cash price, and those who have insurance and are looking for the insured rate. So just to start, we'll go through the cash estimate portion. So you can click on the cash estimate, and then we're going to pull up a search menu. And you can search in here by CPT code or a HCPCS code, and you can type in those different fields. However, you can also type in descriptions. So maybe you're looking up a CT for a wrist. You can pull those up to grab it. But we really want to make this as easy as possible for patients. And so we do provide some common services or common procedures here at the top. This is a customized list that we would put here for you. And this would show either bundled pricing, right? So you'd be able to show here's a common procedure with all its ancillary prices pulled together, and we can help you collect that data. Or you can put things that you're trying to market. So maybe you just opened a new women's center, and so you really want to draw attention to your labor and delivery and things like that. And so you can pull those above. And then we take the rest of your charge master and we break it up into some standard groupings, and so you can customize what those groups are, so that when they select a group, then they can see a refined list for that group. Regardless of how they get there, though, we know that they do want to get a price for something. So maybe they want to look at a colonoscopy. They can click on that service, and then we'll pull back the cost for that service. We'll show them total charges starting at rate, If you have a universal cash discount that you take a portion off of every bill, you can show that. And then we would list here that end result after any discounts that may have happened. We do also supply a custom notation field here that you can leave custom notes by code. So when they look up any CPT code or HCPCS code, any service of any kind, if you wanted to list specific codes, so things like this doesn't include the provider fee, this one doesn't include imaging fees, so on, you can list all of those here. And then we found that it's really important for the patient to be able to show payment terms as well. And so off to the side here, we would show a customized list of your payment terms. So maybe you're offering an additional discount if they pay within a certain number of days. And then you can list payment plan terms. And the terms that you offer here are customizable to the overall dollar amount that they're looking up. And we work with you to put those payment policies that you want here for them. And then we also provide a custom disclaimer field here where we can note any particular disclaimers or information that you would like to list for the patient. We view the price estimator really as the first stepping stone in the patient acquisition process. So we also, if your institution would like it, we offer online scheduling options. And so we do put a link there if you opt into that service that you can go right from the estimator straight into the scheduling process. However, today we're just doing the estimator. We can save the scheduling process for another demo. But this is what it would look like for the cash-based pricing. However, let's go back and let's take a look at what it would be for insurance-based. So if they wanted to use insurance, they can click on insurance here, and we'll show them a listing of all the accepted insurances that you have and that we have the contracted rates for. So they can select any of those insurances that they would like, and then continue on into pricing. We pull that insurance information forward, so now if we go back into colonoscopy, you'll be able to see this is the same charge amount. However, there is a contractually discounted rate that we show. So the estimate cost would start at $2,900, and then from there, their co-insurance and co-pays and deductibles would take effect. But we try to give the patient all the different information that they need to be able to make this work. We try to make this as easy and smooth as possible, both the estimator tool itself as well as the get up and go process. So to be able to make all of this work, we actually would only need to work with you to get a copy of your charge master and then all of your payer contracting information. From there, we go through and we manage all of the data filtering and pulling it all together and cleaning it up and getting it ready to put up into the estimator tool. We would generate the machine readable file for you. We pull all of that together. So really, it's just up to you to get us that information. Once we've received that information, we can spin up the estimator within just a matter of weeks for you. So from beginning to end, generally from the time you contract us to when we can have you up and live is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. So there's definitely time still for you to be able to get an estimator deployed and relatively quickly so that you can begin to not only meet the needs of the price transparency rule, but also to be able to start to provide a really good patient experience. And really that's what we're all about, is trying to help you engage your patient in as meaningful a fashion as we can. And in the spirit of price transparency, we're also very transparent with our pricing. So to do all of this, the initial expense to turn it all on and do all of that data analytics and pulling it together and posting the estimator up is a flat one-time fee of $2,500. After that, the entire estimator is only $7,500 a year. That includes all the support and maintenance. That includes the additional uploads that might be necessary to update pricing throughout the year. That covers everything you would need. There wouldn't be any additional fees for reporting or services or maintenance or anything like that. It's just the flat $7,500. In addition to that, we do offer a real-time insurance lookup so that in addition to letting them just select a rate, we can actually do insurance verification and eligibility check and incorporate the deductible and co-insurance rates into the estimate that's provided. If that's something that you are also interested in, there is a small annual fee of $2,500 for that, plus 25 cents per lookup. So in a nutshell, that is our price estimator tool. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Should you have any other questions or need anything else, please feel free to contact us either at wixcorp.com. You can also email us at information@wixcorp.com or give us a call. But thank you again for watching this, and hope you have a fantastic day.